Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. We're going to give everyone time to start logging in before we get started. We are right on time. No BPT this week.
That's right. That's right. Excuse me.
Wow. So, as everyone is coming in, we had a lot of feedback, a lot of questions that came in through our YouTube channel. I want to thank everyone for participating in that. One really big question, or the main question that poured in, was what we plan to do for Valentine's Day. How do you keep things fresh after years of being together? And I don't know a way to answer that without actually giving anything away, given the fact that it hasn't happened yet. So we thought we'd do things a little bit different this week and turn it back to you guys. Thank you all for joining and logging in. Please feel free to join in. This conversation is for anyone, for singles, for daters, if you're engaged, if you are newlywed, or if you've been in the game for a long time and married and together. So the question that is being asked is, what are your plans for Valentine's Day? How do you keep it fresh after years and years of being together? I would like to hear from you guys. So if anyone has any ideas, this may be a trick because I'm thinking maybe my husband is wanting to get some ideas. But
Yeah,
hey,
let's see what y'all got to say out there,
welcome in. I see everybody's still logging in. It's all good. But we're just gonna keep rolling right along. So one of the suggestions that came in was to do a surprise shopping spree. Now I don't know if there's any ladies that have joined us yet this evening, but I mean I could say I'd be okay with that. I would be all right
A
with
shopping
that.
spree?
A surprise shopping spree.
Nah,
That
that sound like something that a lady would say. That's not a Valentine's Day thing.
I mean
That's
it's just a suggestion.
mm,
I don't know. Any other suggestions out there? I think what would be your suggestion?
my suggestion. Oh,
What are some ideas that you would do for Valentine's Day and how you would keep it fresh after years and years of being together?
I mean, we've done some stuff, For we could talk about some Valentine's Day things that we've done. I don't know what people like out there, but I mean, we've done a few
A
things.
filo chate. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
What is it?
It says hi, Dozen Roz. So hello to you.
Right? Yeah,
But
but one thing that we did, and this wasn't Valentine's Day, but this was your birthday thing that we did. I went and I got a hold of the hot air balloon guy, and we went up
oh
we went up.
yes,
We had to do it early in the morning. It was super quiet. We were way up there. It was real chill. And then one of the guys that was in the balloon with us decided he was gonna jump out on a parachute
yeah, you
dive.
two veered left. Okay, but the thought
That's
was
what it was.
completely romantical. It was a early morning. I had no idea what he had planned, where we were going. Probably a little grumpy because it was super early, like before the birds even woke.
Sunrise.
Yeah, before sunrise. We went to this empty field, and panic started to kick in. Like, where is he? Why is he taking me to this empty field in the middle of the night? But it ended up being super beautiful. Up in a hot air balloon ride. It landed in the vineyards where we can go wine tasting. They popped the cork and everything. It was super spontaneous, very very unexpected, and oh so romantical. You used to woo me.
Oh well, what you want from me.
But that, so I mean that was a good one. That was a past surprise.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anybody out there have any surprises brewing? Any thoughts? Any plans?
Well, you tell me, what would you like to do, or you give me some suggestions.
I like the shopping spree idea. I'm thinking, a stopwatch, and you pull up somewhere and just let me go.
That's not a Valentine's Day thing. That's more
I
like
would say it most certainly is a Valentine's Day thing.
that's more like some, I don't know, birthday type idea. But
I mean, what's the difference?
I,
What's the difference?
I don't know.
I don't actually need any chocolates or flowers, and most certainly not any stuffed animals. Just to tell me how much you love me. You should show me you love me every day. But surprises now are always appreciated.
Yeah, I guess. Y'all talk to me. What's up? What you got any ideas on what you would do or what you suggest? Because
how would you suggest he keep it fresh after all these years? I'm guessing that he could use them.
I could
Welcome everyone to the chat. We are just getting together and just shooting the breeze, talking about anything and everything that is in relation to relationships, with or without, whether you're single, you're daters, you're engaged to be married, you're newlywed, or you're married and you've been at it for a long time. There is nothing off the table. We talk about anything and everything, and we love to hear back from you. Doing things a little bit differently this week. Instead of covering multiple questions that came in, we are covering one main question that came in, which was, anybody got plans? Anybody got plans for Valentine's Day? What are some suggestions to do for Valentine's Day if you've been with someone for many years? How do you keep it fresh? Well, butter my biscuits.
464. Butter my biscuits. Okay.
Hello, Jacksonville, Florida.
Right.
Welcome in.
Do you do a lot of TikToks?
No, read it out loud.
Well, I mean, talk to the people.
We do. We do. Yeah. We do a lot of TikToks together. Most of the time, I have to like
pull my arm. Yeah.
Force him into it. A lot of the times my humor is doesn't mesh with him. So it takes a lot. So if you do see, you will see TikTok videos with him and I together, and just know that it took a lot of effort to get that out there.
Not all the time, Yeah. Sometimes I'm with it, I'll say this though, like I'm getting more into it. So we don't do them a lot. I don't do them a lot. She does, but I'm getting more involved.
Yeah, it is. I really do watch a lot of the creators that are doing it together, boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. I just, and even the family ones. There's I think the Martin family out there that I watch, and you literally watch their family grow and piece together. They're hilarious. I just think it's funny, and it puts a new spin on things. So thank you all for joining in and chatting in. Yeah. Anything you want to talk about, you could go ahead and throw it into the chat. Make sure that you like and share this out there so that we can get more conversations going. This is for positive building and just focusing on bettering our relationships, whether you're single, if you're dating someone, if you're engaged to be married, if you're newlywed or you're married. Everything is a relationship. When you're single, when I was single, my relationship was with my girls. So this pertains to every aspect of your world. So the main question, the topic of discussion, is Valentine's Day, with its rapidly approaching. Yeah. So are there any plans, any ideas, any suggestions out there for what to do and how you keep it fresh after years and years of being together?
I know some people out there.
I don't know how to say his name. Maria, my husband and I don't celebrate V-Day. We have our anniversary in February. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. We were married in October, and it's right in the right before all of the holidays, just boom, 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 boom. And so we make it a point to get away and celebrate that day and celebrate each other, but it does make it difficult when you run into different holidays. So what do you
think about our daughter? We got a daughter. Her birthday is on the 5th of January. And so it's kind of like when you have something that's major, like in the way of a celebration for something else, it could sometimes be a little bit of a nuisance. But if you guys don't celebrate it, then that's another whole story. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. It's just a time to recognize one another and to recognize love, period.
Well, I mean, if you don't celebrate January 6th, wow, back to back. So if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, what do you do for your anniversary? Do you make that extra special or right. Go big or do anything for that day.
Right. So you gotta keep it moving, keep it, it don't even matter. Like,
Just keep it fresh. I mean, Valentine's Day, it's weird because they made one special day to, yes, extra special. All right. Yeah, they made one special day to recognize your significant other. In all reality, you should be doing that every day. Like him and I, we make it a point to have a date night at least once a week. Typically on Sundays. We only have one day off during the week that we actually could just spend and be together. So we make it a point to not make any plans on that day, not accept any invitations, because that is just a him and I day. You know, our kids are grown and they're out of the they're all into their own lives now. So it's back to me and him.
yeah. Which is all good, So we do what
Usually
we can.
leave our 3 kids with the family and take a couple days together. Yeah,
Yeah.
that counts. That counts. I mean, you get together, and when you have little ones coming up, you kind of lose sight and start to drift, or you can lose sight of the relationship and start to drift. And so it's really good to keep that connection and make sure that you stay connected.
For sure.
EJ, thanks for joining in. Welcome. This is a anything goes conversation. Shelly, is that Shelly or Shell? Welcome in. We are talking about Valentine's Day and its rapid approach. If there's any special plans, or if there's any suggestions, what would you want to happen? What is your idea
that's
of a
my question
very
to you, man. Like, what's your idea, like the grandest idea?
See, I got to be careful when I say things to him on when he words or phrases questions like that to me.
Be careful, be reckless.
I know
just get out there.
No, because I can't be reckless. We share the same account.
Hey, just get out there.
No,
just say it. Let me hear it.
Whenever I'm reckless, the last time I was reckless, he asked me what I wanted to do for my birthday, and I said anything. He said anything. I was like, I want to go to Hawaii. Now, mind you, this was 5 days out from my birthday. I said, I want to go to Hawaii. I want to spend a week in Hawaii. He said, okay, let's go. And we went. Completely just unplanned, probably irresponsible, and paid way more money than we should have. But that's why I say I got to be careful when you ask me questions like that. I need to mind my tongue. I need to be careful.
Well, we shouldn't be. You got to you definitely should mind your tongue, because whatever you say, those words are powerful, and that stuff could come back to you.
See you later, Maria. Thank you for joining us.
But at the end of the day, we should be intentional about the thoughts that we have on what we want. You know what I mean? So think about what you want. What would you like, Valentine's Day to be? And then let's be intentional about making that happen.
I'm always intentional, and I do anything with you, for you, about you.
All right. So let's talk about this. Valentine's
But to be honest, and I'm not. I don't want to sound like scripted or anything, but there really isn't anything that I can think of that I would want.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, not that I have everything. I mean, there is things that, I mean, I do have dreams, I do have goals, or things that I want in the near future. But when you're talking like, Friday,
yeah,
I'm good.
Well, see, that's the little
welcome in, you guys. Thanks for joining. We are chatting about Valentine's Day. What it is. What is even Valentine's Day, though? Honestly,
it's just another tactic to get us out there spending money.
It works.
It works.
It truly does work. Like, does anyone go out to eat? Does anyone go out to eat for Valentine's Day? And if you do, how do you go out to eat? Because literally every restaurant is jam-packed, crowded. What, 3-hour waits? Like you spend the majority of your day waiting.
So that's when we just do the home thing. Like, we could set up the backyard and, just kick back out there and, watch a movie.
Yeah, but what makes that special? We could do that every day.
Well, it makes it special because
it's Valentine's Day.
We just chose to do it that day. I don't know. Anything, every minute could be special if we choose to make it. We designate that time for that special moment. Period. This is just a day, It
is just a day. But so how do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it fresh after all these years?
I don't know. I just, they say to be spontaneous, so sometimes I just, whatever comes to mind, I'll just try it. You know what I mean? Why not? And then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll just flow off of one another. So if I feel like there's something that I'm doing that's too routine, then I do my best to do something opposite of that, but not too extreme, just to fill it out and then see how you vibe with it, and then we just keep moving off of one another.
Okay. I mean, I give that to you. You definitely are spontaneous. Anything but,
the
norm, predictable. Anything but predictable. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. So you gotta be first. You gotta be aware that you're being predictable, because if you're not, then you're probably boring. And if you're boring, then you don't even know that. So you got to listen to what your partner is giving you. Because I know she'll tell me in a minute if if you don't like what I'm doing. So we'll keep moving off of that. And
me?
Yeah, if you don't like a gift, for example, if I bring you, let's say you say you don't want stuffed animals. If I bring you a stuffed animal, then you're gonna tell me, hey, you're gonna smile and give me that.
Yeah, that actually happened. He's referencing a real life event. So I think it was our first Valentine's ever that we spent together, and we're still, in the honeymoon phase. Just every anything and everything is just perfect and amazing. And it was our first Valentine's Day. He brought me a whole, I think it was a baker's dozen or two dozen roses, and some other little gifts, some chocolates, and this huge,
the normal,
this huge stuffed animal, this huge teddy bear. And I thought to myself, mind you, we found each other much later in life. We were not teenagers. And so I was so excited when he came to pick me up for Valentine's Day. Didn't know what he had planned. And he comes out with this huge just arrangement of roses. And they were so pretty. But again, we're in the just getting to know each other phase. And I am not a fan of flowers. Planted flowers, yes, they're beautiful, and they come and go with the seasons. But cut flowers that are way overpriced for one day of the year, I feel is sincerely silly, and I'm just not a fan of flowers.
So she let me know that.
Yes,
so
and he gave them to me, and I just was like, oh, that's really sweet. And he's like, what's the matter? You don't like roses? And I was like, I just no. And then he handed me the teddy bear, and it was like, what am I, 15? Come on.
Hey, but this is reminding me of...
I still have that teddy bear because I can't throw it away, because he gave it to me on our first Valentine's Day, and every year I just think it is silly.
But this reminds me of...
I can't say these names very good. Well, Kieg says that we're a beautiful couple. Bless our union. Yeah, we pray for that always. Thank you so much.
But remember when Danielle said to us, what do we call y'all? Because we, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so when we started dating, we were into our 30s. Yeah. We were in our 30s, and so our friends would ask us, when we would go and do, whatever, at birthday parties or just events, barbecues, they would ask us, or we had one friend ask us, don't you feel stupid calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend at your age? It's like,
I never thought about it like that.
I didn't until just now.
But it wasn't like we were calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend. It was just...
that's what I referred to. You were my boyfriend.
But she was mainly asking, how do I refer to you guys? Because I don't want to just say your girlfriend or your boyfriend.
And that's at that time, that's what it was.
But yeah. So, I'm thinking about the Valentine's Day thing and giving chocolates and all that kind of stuff. And it is kind of, it's kind of young, but at the same time, that's the whole thing. Like, what is the day? It's just another day. It's
just another day that you're supposed to do special things. There's not even, like at Christmas, there's specific candy that comes out at Christmas that you can only get at Christmas time. Like your nasty chocolate covered cherry. I don't know why he likes those things, y'all, but... and if you like them, great. I don't.
Text me back.
Mm-hmm. So, like at Christmas, there's specific candy that comes out on Christmas. On Halloween, there's specific candy and treats and sweets or whatever that comes out just around the holiday. There's nothing specifically geared around
Yeah.
Valentine's. What? It's just in the shape
Them
of a
them
heart.
them little nasty chalky tasting candies that everybody be getting. They come out of
Oh, the
Valentine's Day.
conversation hearts.
Them little
Those.
nasty things.
You're right. You're right.
But I don't know.
Can you only get? I guess those. That's the one thing. But
That's
that's it. That's absolutely it.
right. So I don't know. But really, when it comes down to it, I guess I would just say, we just enjoy one another's company. It don't matter what we do. Like, I like to stay at home. I like doing the homebody type deals. Like, so if we chill at the house, if we going in the backyard, we just gonna relax. It's just the two of us and making our own little romantic setup. Then that's what I'm good with. But if and that's what I'm saying. If we're asking people, I'm asking you, what would you rather do?
I would rather you stop referencing the backyard. That's what I don't want to do for Valentine's Day.
I love just chilling in the backyard,
Yeah.
But even if we don't, we go to the front yard. No, I'm just playing.
That's your continuity right there.
Hey, but still, it's just as long as I'm hanging out with my woman, with my wife, my beautiful wife, I don't care what we doing. You know what I mean? Like, you talk about people going out to eat and all that. We do that anyway, So it's like everything that we could think that we would do, we do it anyway. Like if we feel like going somewhere and doing something, it's not going to be because it's Valentine's Day. It's just, I guess the world at large had to create something for the majority of people to say, hey, stop what you're doing and today recognize your wife, recognize your husband.
Well, if that were the case, I think then it should be Valentine's Day once a month, at least, at the bare minimum.
I guess.
So what anybody else out there that is joined into the live, like just drop it in the chat. What are your plans for this Friday? What do you got going? What are your ideas or what are your wishes? What do you think or what do you wish would happen? I don't know if wish is the right word. I mean, what are your hopes? I don't know. Just it seems like it's more difficult to think of something to do for Valentine's Day than it is to, think about a gift to get your spouse for Christmas or for their birthday. It's just kind of like it has to be geared around something that's romantical when actually just spending time together and showing stuff. What are you laughing at?
Hey, I don't know. I'm just tripping off. But I'm listening. Go ahead, keep on talking.
It just feels like you're just under so much pressure to think of something original that hasn't been done a million times over, and it has to 100% be romantical. Like, I just don't see anyone handing their significant other, basketball tickets. I mean, if I gave them to you, maybe, but like, if you came like, hey, I got us these Laker tickets, it'd be like, you did what?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would say if I was going to do something like that, it'll be something that you enjoy rather than me, because it's not really for me, at the end of the day. I mean, some of you guys, maybe some of y'all enjoy Valentine's Day, but I'm not a Valentine's Day person. But I would say if I was doing something, I wouldn't buy the Lakers tickets, or I wouldn't buy something that I want to enjoy and say, hey, I got this for you to go with me to something that I want to do. Nah, that's just silly. So it'll have to be definitely something that you like, and then I'll just go there and make the most of that day because I might not like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I'll make myself like it that day. I'm the kind of guy that can find joy in any situation just because.
Oh, he does. He absolutely does.
Yeah.
I will think that he just enjoyed himself and had a good old time, and he will tell me, no, I was just making conversation because I was bored. Like, what? He just finds something to do anywhere.
If it's something that she likes and she wants me to go and I'm there, I'm not going to sit there moping around and tripping and talking about how much I don't want to be there. I'm going to enjoy myself wherever I go. So, and then, and sometimes I find that I actually like some of the stuff that she's dragged me to. You know what I mean?
What about some Valentine's Day faux pas? Like, have you ever got any gifts that were just kind of like way out or just not your favorite, like just definitely a no, don't do it again. Like he learned, flowers aren't really my thing, and stuffed animals is, a thing of the past for me. Another one of my favorites is the lingerie move. Like, dude, that's not for me.
Yeah,
This not for me. Don't give me lingerie.
yeah,
That's
you
so
know.
just
But
that's tacky.
Valentine's
That's
Day is a
tacky.
give and take too,
I, I,
So we gotta keep that in there.
that is a female holiday. You want some candy and flowers?
Nah, but
No,
we
but
talking about lingerie right now.
that's all right. You just don't do that. You just
Yeah.
don't do that. That's not
All
okay.
right.
That's not a good thing. Thank you all for joining in. We are
Yeah.
just rambling on about Valentine's Day, what it is, what it isn't, what your plans are, what you're planning, how to keep it spontaneous and lively after years of being together. What are some of the hopes or plans going for Valentine's Day, and maybe even what are some of the disappointments?
Yeah, y'all out there talk to me, man. I feel like I'm the only guy on this whole get down. Like,
I
is there
don't
any other men
know.
out there or what?
I don't know because of the names, you can't really tell. I can't see the
Right.
pictures, but I do see them joining. I thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
Um, this is something that we like to come in every Saturday and just chat with you guys. It is for everyone except if you're under 18. I did restrict the room for anyone under 18 so that we could just get together as adults and chat about relationships, regardless of your status, whether you are single, you are dating, if you're engaged, if you are newly married, or if you're married and been in the game for years and years and years. We want to hear from you all, especially the ones for years and years and years. Drop some wisdom. We, like I said, we come in and we do this. We go live every Saturday. We also have our YouTube channel where it's the same. Let's talk more. So we just want to keep this platform going, keep engaging, keep building this community. What makes you tick, what makes you work, and give our feedback and drop some knowledge and share with you all of what makes us tick and what makes us work.
Yeah, and then we looking to hear from y'all too. Give us some feedback. Let us know what y'all doing. We had a lady that was talking last time about how they've been married for how many years?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It was like 30, 34.
Yeah, so and it's good to hear different people's perspectives from different levels and different walks of life. So
absolutely,
we definitely welcome that. So if you got some knowledge to drop, hit us up. Throw it in the comments, or just feel free to join in.
So this was something a little different than we normally do. Usually we just take all the questions that come in throughout the week and we address them and just rattle them off. But I wanted to just focus on one specific topic and open it up so that we can actually have conversation back and forth, pay attention to any questions that are dropped into the chat, and really engage live. I mean, that's the purpose of going live. Otherwise, we could pre-record the material. Not sure how it came across to you all that have joined the live. If you like it, if you'd rather us go back to the old format, please do let us know. Drop it in the chat, or you can reach us on the YouTube channel, or send in your feedback through the email link at any time. We do read all of them. We do get back to everyone. And I just want to thank you all so much for joining us. It looks like we are coming to our limit, wrapping things up, but
Yes.
I don't know. I think I saw a question in while I was rambling on.
Which one?
Happy weekend, Shabana. Thank you.
Yeah.
Same to you. It has been a happy weekend so far, and I'm so excited to keep it going.
Absolutely. It's always a happy. Like when people ask me how your day going, it's always good.
Greatest
always.
day of my life. That's my response when somebody says, "How are you today?" Greatest day of my life.
That's right.
And that's true. Yes. That is 100% true.
Definitely. Positive vibes. That's right. That's right. All the time. You can't. I mean, what's the reason of being anything other than that? You know what I mean?
Anything other than that is just sad.
I'm living life. I'm loving life. I got a beautiful wife. You know what I mean? I don't know. What else could you want? You know what I'm saying? I'm breathing.
I could think of a couple things.
Well, there's always.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. So, thank you guys again for joining us. and for chatting with us. We appreciate and love you all. I hope you have a very, very happy Valentine's Day, whatever you have planned. Possibly next week we can jump in here and hear about how some of those plans worked out. But again, thank you all for joining us,
Yeah.
and we will see you again real soon.
All love.
Bye, guys.